power measurement in three-phase circuits. A three-phase balanced voltage is applied to a balanced three-phase load. Two wattmeters are connected in the lines of phase R and phase B. So this is your three-phase balanced load. What do you mean by balanced load? The three-phase impedances are equal. So the phase voltages are VRN. So it is a star connected load. VRN, VYN, VBN, and the phase current is going to be IR, IB, IY. And we have three lines R, Y and B. So in the lines of R and B, we connect the wattmeters. W1 is the first wattmeter, W2 is the second wattmeter. This is a current coil, this is a pressure coil. So this current coil is connected in line, That is, it measures this current IR. That is, through this line it is connected in series with the line, and in series with the line B, W2's current coil is connected. This is your pressure coil. First wattmeter is connected between the phases R and Y, whereas the second wattmeter between B and Y. So we are going to measure three-phase power using 2 wattmeters. So sometimes this is also called 2 wattmeter method of measuring three-phase AC power, right? So we know very well VRY, VBY, which is nothing but VRY equal to VRN minus VYN. VBY equal to VBN minus VYN. So this VRY, VBY, these are line voltages. VRN, VBN, VYN are phase voltages. So in a star connected system, the line voltages are going to be phasor difference between the phase voltages, right? So this is your phasor diagram. This VRN, VYN, VBN, these are displaced from each other by 120 degrees. These three are phase voltages. Whereas this IR, IY, IB, this IR, IY, IB, these are the phase currents. And again, IR, IY, IB, these are displaced from each other by 120 degrees. Okay. So the phase angle between phi is the phase angle. It is the angle between the phase voltage and the phase current, right? Next, what we are doing is to get the line voltage, we do this operation. That means this VYN, you take it other side, so it will become minus VYN, and you add these two phasors, right? That is parallelogram law of vector addition. So this is going to be, you have to add these two things vectorially. So you get VRY. So VRY equal to VRN minus VYN. Likewise, here we have VBN minus Vyn, the vector difference or vector addition of these two phasors, vector or phasor. So it is going to be Vbn minus Vyn. So that is Vby. So this is the line voltage. Again, this is the line voltage. And if you see the angle between line voltage and phase voltage is 30 degrees. So the phase difference between this line voltage and the line current. See, in star, the line current and phase current both are same. So if you see the phase difference, 30 plus 5. Phase difference between IR and VRY is 30 plus 5. Similarly, the phase difference between VBY and IB is this is actually 30. In that you have to subtract this. Phase difference between IB and VBY is 30 degree minus 5. So let readings of two wattmeters W1 and W2 be P1 and P2. So it measures the power. Wattmeter measures the power. So we can write P1 equal to VRY IR cos of 30 degree plus 5. P2, that line voltage, VBY IB cos of 30 degree minus 5. So we are considering the balanced system. As load is balanced, magnitude of IR equal to magnitude of IY, magnitude of IB, let it be I. Likewise, the line current also equal, VRY, magnitude of VRY equals magnitude of VBY equals VL. So VL represents the line current. So if you use these two conventions, you have P1 equal to VLI cos of 30 degree plus 5, P2 equal to VLI cos of 30 degree minus 5. So this P1, P2 are power measured by wattmeters W1 and W2. So total power is nothing but sum of these two powers, P equal to P1 plus P2. So just we know what is P1, we know what is P2, just substitute. P equal to VLI cos of 30 degree plus 5 plus VLI cos of 30 degree minus 5. So in these two terms, VLI common, you take it outside. So we write P equal to VLI of cos of 30 degree plus 5 plus cos of 30 degree minus 5. P equal to VLI. So you can expand this cos of A plus B formula. Here cos of A minus B trigonometric formula or trigonometric identity. P equal to VLI of cos 30 cos 5 minus sin 30 sin 5. If we expand this plus cos 30 cos 5 plus sin 30 sin 5. So this is plus sin 30 sin 5 minus sin 30 sin 5 getting cancelled. P equal to VLI cos 30 cos 5 plus cos 30 cos 5. So if you add these two things, P equal to VLI 2 cos 30 cos 5. P equal to VLI 2 into cos 30 is root 3 by 2 cos 5. So this 2 getting cancelled. P equal to VLI root 3 cos 5. So this is the expression for power. P equal to root 3 VL I cos phi, right? So next, now P2 minus P1. What is P2? VLI cos of 30 degree minus phi minus P1 is VLI cos of 30 degree plus phi. P2 minus P1, here also VLI is common in the two terms, take it outside. P2 minus P1 equals VLI cos of 30 degree minus phi minus cos of 30 degree plus phi. P2 minus P1 equal to VLI. You just expand this cos A minus B, cos 30 cos phi plus sin 30 sin phi. Here minus, expand this minus of cos 30 cos phi minus sin 30 sin phi. P2 minus P1 equal to VLI cos 30 cos phi plus sin 30 sin phi, multiply by this minus inside the bracket, minus cos 30 cos phi minus into minus plus sin 30 sin phi. So cos 30 cos phi minus cos 30 cos phi, these two getting cancelled. Sin 30 sin phi plus sin 30 sin phi. So just you can add these two things. P2 minus P1 equals VLI 2 sin 30 sin phi. P2 minus P1 equals VLI 2 into sin 30 is half 1 by 2 sin phi. Those two getting cancelled. P2 minus P1 equal to VLI sin phi. So now you take this ratio P2 minus P1 divided by P2 plus P1 or P1 plus P2, it doesn't matter, equals, just substitute the corresponding values, VL I sin phi divided by root 3 VL I cos phi. P2 minus P1 divided by P1 plus P2. So VL getting cancelled, II getting cancelled. So we have 1 by root 3 sin phi divided by cos phi. P2 minus P1 divided by P1 plus P2 equal to sin phi by cos phi is tan phi, 1 by root 3 tan phi. That is tan phi, you take this other side, that is tan phi equal to root 3 into P2 minus P1 divided by P2 plus P1. So from this phase angle, it is going to be tan inverse of root 3 P2 minus P1 divided by P1 plus P2. So P1 plus P2, P2 plus P1, both are same. Okay. So phase angle, we find it is going to be tan inverse of root 3 into P2 minus P1 divided by P1 plus P2. So once you know the phase angle, you can very easily find out the power factor. What is power factor? Power factor is nothing but cos phi. So you find the value of phi using this relation, and then you take the cos phi, that will give you the power factor.